In Kaduna State, a serving member of the Legislative Council of Soba Local Government Area has been allegedly arrested with an AK-47 rifle loaded with 6 rounds of ammunition. The police authorities in Kaduna say he was intercepted on a motorcycle by operatives on patrol in Giwa Local Government Area. Kaduna Police spokesperson Muhammad Jalige explains that in the course of investigation, the councillor confessed he was bound to deliver the said firearm to terrorists. The suspect, Abdurrahman Adamo, represents Kinkiba Ward in Soba Local Council, and the incident occurred on the 9th of May at about 8 p.m. The Commissioner of Police in Kaduna, Yakini Ayoku, has ordered a full-scale investigation to unravel others involved in the act. Giwa Local Government Area has come under severe terrorist attack in the past 6 months, with more than 150 people reportedly killed. In the meantime, in Zamfara State, the Nigerian Army has arrested a serving soldier involved in selling ammunition to terrorists in the state. The suspect was arrested by military police on Wednesday around Galadi village in Shinkafi Local Government Area. A reliable source who pleaded anonymity told TVC News that the soldier has confessed to the crime. During interrogation, he claimed he sells each of 7.62 millimeters special ammunition for 1,000 naira to terrorists. He was arrested with 1,000 live ammunitions set for sale to terrorists for 1 million naira. The Nigerian Air Force says it is committed to enhancing and sustaining its air power capabilities in its pursuit of maintaining national security. That, according to the Chairman, Organizing Committee, Air Commodore Adeboye Olasunkanmi, Mariam Mohammed reports.
Over the years, the Nigerian Air Force has grown into a formidable force within West African sub-region. It will clock 58 this year, and the theme for the anniversary celebration is Enhancing Nigerian Air Power Efficiency, Joint Operations for Effective Response to Contemporary National Security Imperative. The celebration will showcase how far the service has gone in developing its air power capabilities in response to security challenges. The Nigerian Air Force had in the past suffered its fair share of neglect and setbacks, but it has also recorded tremendous progress in recent times. There is an urgent need for sister agencies to work together in order to achieve peace across the country.
That emphasizing renewed focus on joint military operations and effective synergy among the services and other security agencies, as well as consolidate on the gains of the employment of air power, especially at this critical stage in our nation's history. It is also in tandem with the Chief of the Air Staff's vision to enhance and sustain critical air power capabilities required for joint force employment in pursuit of national security imperatives.
And to continue to create environments or platforms that you can also get more ideas. And how do you do that? When you gather people that have experiences, retired officers, friends of the service, and people that have the interest in the country at heart in a particular environment, then you'll be able to sieve out ideas that could make meanings and make changes in the operations that we have in the field.
This year, the anniversary will kick off on 13th May with Jumat prayers and church services on 15th. There will be medical outreach to host communities across the country, along with other activities which will last till 21st May 2022. The Air Force assures Nigerians that it is totally focused on protecting the nation's integrity against any form of threat. Mariam Mohammed, TVC News, Abuja.
The federal government has stepped up its reform of the Ministry of Defense, taken after the American Pentagon. The permanent secretary posted to the ministry has now been tasked with meeting the objectives. Defense correspondent Sifon Isien reports.
The Ministry of Defense in Nigeria oversees the activities of the Defense Headquarters, which is a tri-service institution that in turn oversees the Army, Navy, and Air Force. Efforts to reform the ministry, making it more vibrant, akin to the American Pentagon, has been the priority of the federal government. The committee is tasked with developing a framework for the reform and since submitted its proposal. Now this man, the new permanent secretary posted to the ministry, saddled with implementing the reform.
He was given specific task to execute as permanent secretary, Ministry of Defense. One is to implement the government's reform which President Buhari has approved. And let me just give you a few highlights about the reform. One is to make the Ministry of Defense the Pentagon of Nigeria.
The task is enormous amid the security challenges in the country.
We are going to be having a mix of military and civilian working side by side in the Ministry of Defense. It is not new, but it is new in Nigeria.
It's unclear how long it will take to implement the reform, but one thing is certain: the implementation would outlive the present administration. Sifon ACN TVC News, Abuja.
With about 9 months to the 2023 general elections, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has allayed fears that the elections might not hold due to security threats. INEC Chairman Professor Mahmoud Yakubu made the remarks earlier today in Abuja at the second quarterly meeting of the Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security. Professor Yakubu believes there is enough time for the security agencies to address the situation to ensure that people go to their various polling units without concerns over their safety. Although the INEC chief admitted the present situation was enough to be worried about, he was confident the threat would be brought under control to allow for elections. The national leader of the All Progressives Congress, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, has met with party delegates in Niger State. The presidential aspirant gave an assurance of his readiness to bring the needed developments to Nigeria if elected president in 2023. Ola Wakon reports.
Asiwaju Bola Tinubu was well received at the airport in Minna, Niger State. Governor Abubakar Bello and some members of the State Executive Council, as well as party faithful, welcomed the APC presidential aspirant to the power states. APC delegates in the state are here to listen to Asiwaju Tinubu, his plans for the state and Nigeria at large. One man who seized the moment to reel out the political attributes of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu is former governor of Borno State, Senator Kashim Shettima.
Where others appeal to ethno-regional solidarities and socio-cultural affinities, he stood for justice, he stood for equity. While his colleagues were scrambling for a space on the dinner table in Abuja, he was laying the foundation of modern Lagos under vision.
The former governor of Lagos State speaks of his intimidating track record and why he remains the best among all other aspirants.
How many local government chairmen have they produced and chairwomen? How many House of Assembly members have they produced? How many House of Representatives members have they produced? Ask them how many senators. Now we produce them. They are now pointing the wrong finger at me. I don't worry about them.
His interest in enhancing all-round growth in security, economy, human capital development and infrastructure was outlined.
We need to build more schools for your children and give them food. Establish commodity exchange. You have great lands that can bring prosperity.
The delegates also gave him an overwhelming approval.
Nigeria.
The body language of the APC delegates in Niger State is undoubtedly for Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, and as the number of supporters increases, Asiwaju Tinubu is still moving to canvass support from more delegates ahead the primary. Ola Awakon, TVC News, Minna.